Welcome back, guys, to another video. We're going to be talking about 5 biggest mistakes that you could be doing right now, or someone could be doing, that could be possibly destroying your muscle growth, right? I used to think that the more weight I did on a certain exercise, the more muscle I was building. But in reality, it's about the form you do and the muscle activation, depending on what exercise you do for that certain muscle group. Now, honestly, I used to ego lift sometimes in the past. I've recently doing it. I've stopped completely because it benefits only your ego to see yourself lifting that way. And honestly, it's like, if you want to get bigger muscles, even for strength, you don't need to ego lift to gain strength. I'm literally strength training right now on the bench, for example. And if you do good form until failure, I'm not saying don't do till failure, because there's a difference between failure and fucking bending your whole back, making that in the air, and your ass is not even on the bench anymore. And it's the thing, which I've done as well, is elbow wraps. So the problem with the elbow wraps is that if you can, say for example, let's use my example. Say that my PR is 104 reps, which is around 110, If you do 100 for 4 reps, without elbow wraps, that's your actual PR, that you can lift that, If I put a slingshot on, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically you put it like a sleeve here and on the other arm, and it basically, when you're like this, it helps you extend your arms. If I put that on, I put some 12x Goblin Gear elbow wraps on, and then I'm doing more than 3 plates, that my body's not gonna be used to that weight. It's literally basically asking for me to get injured, and that's the problem. Number 2, the second biggest mistake people do, change their trainers. How are you supposed to physically, when you do an exercise and your body gets used to it, you add more weight, obviously, because you can do more weight. You add more weight and you get stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, if you're literally going from a tricep push down, for example, to a JM press, I guess your triceps are gonna get stronger. But when you stay to a certain exercise and you get stronger and get used to that exercise, you'll start to go up in weight. That's how you actually properly strength train. Say for example, I'm doing JM press 1 week, doing 5 reps. Next week, same exercise, obviously, I do JM press 8 reps. Now that's a good thing. I'm going up in reps, especially in the same exercise in 1 week. That's good. People don't realize, because you can go on TikTok, you see what is the best bicep exercise, spider cuts. I guess I'm just gonna switch to spider cuts. If you've done it really depends on what you're doing. If you want to grow your biceps, don't listen to anyone like me or someone that is trying to tell you do the bicep spider curls, do normal standing up curls. Whatever you've done, whatever you started doing and you see improvement on it, just keep doing that. If you don't see improvement on that, then that's when you have to change. But improvement does take a little bit. It's not going to be 2 days, I'm you're not seeing any results, switch an exercise. Because then your friend can also tell you, yo bro, found a new exercise, it's good as fuck, let's do it. You need to stay consistent, because that's not training consistently. So yeah, third biggest mistake that people do is caring about only the weight. Now the problem is, with only caring about the weight, is that you can't really progressive overload when you're like just chasing a big weight. To do a good progressive overload, you need to have a certain weight. So you could do for 8 reps. Yeah. Once that 8 reps gets to 10 reps, you put it up a little bit, like you add like 2.5 kg onto that. Well, it depends what exercise it is, because some are harder than the others. So for bench, if you're doing bench, personally, I would do, say for example, 80 for, I would start doing 80 up until I get to 8 reps, yeah, and then once I get 8 reps, I'll go to 85 until I get to 8 reps, but I drop the reps by a little bit, but you have to be in that specific zone, like in between 5 to 8 reps. If it's lower than 5 reps, it's like PRing kind of, like you're challenging, like you're not gonna recover, and like you can't just be PRing, and that's also a big thing as well. You can't be like PRing every like session. Like you need to sit down a bit, recover, and then 2 weeks later, say for example, you can go try a new PR, try a new weight. Yeah. Number 4, fourth biggest mistake that people do in training is not recovering. People think, some people, obviously I'm not saying you guys are dumb, innit, but some people think that if you train hard in the gym, your muscles will grow. Now the problem is that it's a joint with two things, right? One, training hard with intensity until failure, and the second one, if you're actually recovering, because if your muscle doesn't recover, how the fuck is it going to get bigger? So it can't. So if you're not eating enough food, if you're not sleeping enough, if you don't have enough rest days, time for your body to recover, to get back into that like zone, yeah, so it could go on heavier weights, then you're not going to go up in weight. You're just going to be overtraining, which would definitely conclude to you going down in weight, which is actually what happened to me on my bench. I was literally trying to hit 100. I remember trying to hit 100. Next session, again trying to hit it again and again and again. It literally made me go down 10 kg in my bench. Like, it never helps. You just need to simply just sit there, yeah, rest, eat a lot on your rest days, sleep, make sure you're not like challenging your body while you're on a rest day. The 5th biggest mistake that people do in lifting is expecting results quickly. Like, it really depends on the person, but you always have to think, do you challenge yourself when you're actually lifting? Do you recover? Yeah, there's a lot of factors that you got to think about. And like, for example, me, I've been going gym for like 2.5 years, could be more, a little bit more, but consistently I've been training for what, like a week now, because like I always like I used to train consistently and then just stop and then do it again. Now I've locked back in. I'm gonna train consistently, even if I don't have a friend with me. Sometimes you're gonna see Harry, which he's on camp right now, and I do miss him a lot. Probably gonna be watching this video, but yeah. But like, it like actually depends whether you recover. And me personally, even though I've been going gym for like 2.5 years, my progress is not as good as some others which have go on gym, probably a bit less than me. Like, it really depends on your genetics. I mean, my friend Connor, he's almost my size, and this guy's been going gym for what, like 9 months, but he's probably like wanted it. But yeah, that is number 4. Also, what I mean by like doing like a lot of like ego lifting, yeah. So I mean, this is proper cardio. This is what it should look like, yeah. Not this. I'm not like this. Because at that point, to be honest, it's a full body movement. Because you're training your biceps, obviously. You're literally hip thrusting the bar. I mean, if I do that, I can literally just do 60. But that's not the point. As I said, you're not trying to move weight. You're trying to gain muscle. Because if you're not gaining muscle, then what's the point of going gym? You're trying to gain muscle and strength, depending on what you're actually. Let me rephrase it. Depending on what you want to do in the gym, where you're going. Like, it depends if you want to lose weight, gain weight, I guess, like muscle weight. You want to get better endurance. It depends really. But remember, don't impress the gym. Impress yourself. Like, stay consistent. Keep doing what you should be doing. And if you like this video, guys, subscribe. I'm learning obviously more and more every like session, every day that goes past. I'm trying to learn more and more, because obviously, I mean, at least I actually admit that I used to ego lift and still do sometimes. But that's what mistakes are for, to learn from them. And a bigger thing also is, if you don't have a fitness coach, I started here. That's a big thing in expecting results. I started going gym alone, no one to go. I had some friends worse than me in the gym that I had to teach at the time, which I didn't know anything. But like, it just like kind of makes me like want to tell my friend, like Harry for example, that like when he first like going with me, yeah, he didn't know much about the gym, but like he knew basics, like, you know, he has to go and put in effort. But like, it's about like the exercises, how you train, what you eat. Like, when you've got someone that already made mistakes and he's telling you what to do, that makes you not make those mistakes, which cost me so much time. Those mistakes probably took up like at least a whole year of my lifting like career. And yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. I'm gonna be like keeping in touch with YouTube now. I've got a video which will be posted or posting soon. Make sure to like and subscribe. I love you all, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.